Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Something a little bit different for you today, and I've got a pair of latex gloves on, as you can see, and they are dirty. Now, maybe they're somebody else's. That's why they're dirty to me, yeah?
That's what
yours or ours? Right, so just show you what we're up to here. This is Liam's, the ST225 build that we're doing, which, as you know, is having quite a bit. All right, so there'll be lots of pictures going up on our social media, on the Facebook, etc. But we thought we'll do lots of videos on this one, but the first one will just be with the obviously engine block side of it, with a cling film on there, which Alan has put on there. He'll be coming in to build this in a minute. All right, so basically all it is just to show what we've done. So the block mod's all been done, as you can see, by our good friend Julian down at Mahle Motorsport, Engineering. Either or either, yeah. So the block's all been inspected, and we've cleaned it all up. There's a fair bit more cleaning to do yet on the externally. Right, so as you can see, so Liam's car, nothing wrong with it at all. He brought it in basically because he wants to do a bit of preventative maintenance, and he wants to, I don't know if he's going to go the route of more power. We can't offer him any more. We stick with the Revo Stage 2 side of things because it's safe, reliable power. And to be honest, you can start going up further on, but it costs you a fair bit of money, and then the reliability comes in with it. So to a certain extent, so it's not something we would get involved with. Stage 2 on an ST225 is ample enough, to be honest. You know, or take the plunge, go and buy a Mark II Focus RS. Well, as you know, it's completely different to start off with, and then you can build on that. I mean, you know, with the Revo side of it on them, just gives you an idea. All right, you can get anything up to 600 horsepower with a Stage 5 Revo on a Mark II Focus RS. Costs a fair bit of money. Obviously, it incorporates all the forging, etc., which would be similar to this, to be honest. All right, so if we talk about what we've done here, all right, so we used, as you can see, it's come around this side to me because it'll be upside down, like somebody's put the number upside down there. Look, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Well, a back to front 3. Yeah. A 4, which is sort of like here instead of here. Yeah. And the 5 seems to be all right. Yeah.
Yeah. You might be
so maybe on
that might be it might be an E.
It might be an E, wouldn't it?
It might be an E. I don't know.
So anyway, so like Timmy's already just zoomed in on that. The forged Mahle Motorsport. All right. So they are what we tend to use. All right. It's an RS piston. All right, not an ST225 one. So that's absolutely fine to do. That's what we use. Obviously, you've got to use the forged rod to go with it. ARP bolts. We use the Mahle Motorsport bearings as well, big end bearings. Okay, and then Alan will be coming in this afternoon, and we'll crack on and start rebuilding this. So it'll be ARP studded like we normally do. Genuine Ford stroke Volvo head gasket. That's all that's required. We've already done all our checks on that with the squish clearance, etc. Before we put the head on and all that sort of stuff. Also, all the calculations done. All the rings have been gapped. Everything's all talked up specifications. All the assembly fluid all in there and done. I mean, what we can do, look, is quickly while we're here, young Timothy. Yeah, we can actually spin it around. Look. So let's just chuck that in there for a minute. Look. All right. It's only just to give you a quick look. So come around here, look, Timmy. This is just the underside that we're going to show you for the minute. All right, so as we can see, so we've got the ARP bolts in there. All right, it's BW rods that we use, forged ones, obviously RS ones because we use the RS pistons, but they seem to be the best ones to use for this particular application. All right, they use them a lot in the Japanese side of things with the drift cars. All right, so I mean, those guys are running over 1,000 horsepower, and they seem to be very, very reliable. All right, so you know, we don't have any issues with them, and done all our homework first in research on them as well. And Adrian at Mahle Motorsport, he's certainly not going to be getting involved with anything which is not going to do the job. All right, so hence why we use that. And as we said before, Mahle Motorsport bearings in there as well. So quite a bit more cleaning up to do. before Alan decides to, you know, come in and crack on with it. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Really, it's only just a opening video on the build on the ST225 of Liam's, and then we'll, as Alan's building it, we'll come in and annoy him and do a few more videos, Timmy, won't we?
Yep.
And then go from there, and then you'll see it when it's back in the car. There's lots of other bits going on this. The head's all done. I mean, as you can see, like, we'll show this, so that's all been done. So that's all come back from our, you know, from Pete with this. That's all been done. So yeah, so we better not keep Alan anymore. We'll crack on and start reassembling everything, and we'll be back soon. Right, guys, back onto Liam's build now. I must apologise. We were going to show you and carry on the video with showing you the studs in the head and, you know, the gasket on there and all that sort of stuff. I think we showed that before on the previous build that we've done on Sam's, and shared the pictures on the social media, which we'll do again. All right, but I think there's a reason for that, Timmy, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I think Al was told us to like do one, didn't he? Because we were interfering and coming in and you know, stopping him from what he was doing, so he wanted to crack on with it, which is fair enough. So we weren't allowed in here. We weren't allowed in here to carry out the video. So there we are. All right. So yeah, like you say, the head's all on there now. Alan's done all that, as you can see. Genuine, says Volvo on it, which we all know is a Volvo engine. So Volvo stroke Ford. All right. So this will be pretty much completed today, ready to install back in the car. All right. So if you begin, well, you can see that he's been very, very busy, isn't he?
Yep.
All his gear on it, look. Obviously ARP stud kit fitted to that, which he's done the box there somewhere, but here we are. I don't know what he's done with it, but anyway. So yeah, we're going to use the Ford genuine assembly sealant. All right, for that. The has he put on that? No, so we still got all the Sump and that to put back on yet, but that's fine. That's all been cleaned. There's lots more cleaning to do yet, guys. All right, so it's all got to be timed up, which we'll show you that. We'll do another video with all the timing tool on it to show you how that's done. Come around the front, Timmy. So as you can see, we're just pointing out, so there's two types. You've got manual tensioner, auto tensioner. Auto is what's usually you'll find on the Mark II Focus RS, all right? But it's either. You don't know, there's no way that you can tell with these until you actually physically look at it. Then you'll be able to tell whether it's a manual or auto. All right, in this particular one, it's an automatic tensioner, so we use a Daco kit on this. Manual, be a Gates kit. You know, obviously you can see, look, comes with we changed the water pump as well. So everything's changed. Even the so the two fan belt tensioners will be changed as well, and the fan belts obviously. So everything's replaced. All right, because you think about it, whatever the mileage that this car's done, can't remember exactly, but everything's done that mileage unless it's been changed previously. Now I think somebody has done a belt on this before, but even so, we don't know the age condition of that. So if you're doing to the extent that we're going to on this, with a forged build and a block mod, etc., then, you know, like I said, when you turn that key or push that button, whichever it might be, it needs to be correct. All right, so, and we need to guarantee that and be happy with it. All right, so that's that phase, and then we'll come back soon and well, we better check with Alan first to make sure that's okay, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, come back soon, guys. So Alan's put the timing belt on now. Hold the pin on the auto tensioner, so as you can see, it's fine, tensions it all up for you there. Now if you come around the back of that, this is what I was talking about with the timing tool. All right, so it's locked in the back. That positions the cams as they exactly where they should be. All right, and then the front's going to be right as well. But if you do crack off the front cam wheels, then you'll need that anyway to reposition them in the correct position. Yeah, reposition them in the correct position. That sounds right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so that's it. So that's that phase of it done. Alan's allowed us back in here to quickly do that, and then we'll carry on and back soon. Right, guys, as you can see, the motor is now flipped up, so we can see the underside of it now. All right, so I'll put on the pickup, as you can see there.
Yep.
All the front covers on now, which we'll just whiz around there to me. And as you know, usual the process that we use, we've got our different colour paints. So when it's torqued up to the correct setting, it's paint marked. So we know it's tight. Alan knows it's tight. I know it's tight. So there's no issues there then. Yeah. Sump's all been, like I said, there's lots more clean up to do. Sump's all been thoroughly cleaned now. Okay, so that's ready. New sump plug and washer, obviously. All right, all the seals are changed. So it was just a, just the next phase really, and then the sump will be going on. So with the proper forward assembly sealant. Once the sump's on, we'll flip him back up again. It's already been timed up, which we showed you last time. We've already done all the revolutions that we need to do. We've checked all the, previously we had checked all the swish clearance and whatever for the, for the mating of the head to the block, okay, and the piston clearance, etc. So yeah, so next phase. Right guys, let's continue, shall we? So as you can see, presented there beautifully on the bench by Alan. Yeah, we had to wait around while he done it, Timmy, didn't we?
That's it, yeah.
Where we were getting frustrated, we wanted to carry on with the build, but he halted us again. So what you see on the bench there is the breather plate and oil catch cam system, which is been developed. We've fitted quite a few of these pro alloy, as you can see. Yeah, and on there, yeah. So it's all pro alloy. With the billet alley breather plate nut. All right, so you get rid of that OE plastic one. Let's replace it with that. Works with your catch can, so that replaces that. Okay, so this is developed in conjunction with SCC Performance. So Rob and his team up there with pro alloy. You've got your hoses there. It works really well. It's a preventative maintenance thing, and it just helps the ST2D5's engines to breathe better. All right, because they do suffer from that side of it. So that'll be the next lot to go on. As you can see there, the genuine Ford oil filter, which comes in the kit, and we always use the 530 fully synthetic Ford Magnetec, which is recommended. All right, so just pop around here, look, Timmy. So as you can see now that Alan's put on now, the reason why we've replaced that thermostat water housing is this one was, Liam wouldn't have noticed this, but some of them are okay and you get away with it, but more often than not you'll see a seepage of coolant, which is quite evident when it's got the pink and Ford coolant in it, or don't have to be Ford, but it can be another brand in it. I'm just using that as an example. All right.
Yeah.
Underneath. So when the inlet manifold's been taken off in the plenum, etc., you can, underside of it, you'll see where it's been weeping, which this one was to me, wasn't it? So hence why we've changed it. There's no point in taking any chances with it, trying to replace the seal or trying to, do that. No point. Just chuck it away, replace it with a new one from Ford. Comes with all the thermostat in it. The only thing it doesn't come with is the switch in it. So we replace that with a genuine one. You wouldn't, even if the old switch is okay, everything's got a shelf life, and we just replace it, all right, as a matter of precaution. So as you can see, up in the front there, so lower part of the cam belt covers on now, upper part will be done later on. Spark plugs are all in. We use the uprated spark plugs. So that's it really. So you'll build what he needs to build up. Obviously not all of this, just the bits that you can put back on, assemble back on the engine whilst it's on the stand, which makes it, stuff that you can't get at, or is more difficult to get at when it's installed in the car. All right. So yeah, don't forget, obviously before we do the fire up, we need to get oil pressure, so there'll be no plugs in it or whatever. We'll just get it spinning around before we disconnect it, so we can get the oil flowing around. This will be we use the Miller's competition running in oil in this one, because it's obviously got new the pistons and the rings and all that sort of stuff, not so much the rods but the pistons mainly. So we'll do that, running in oil, and go through the certain phases with the customer about running it in, and then when he's done that, we'll come back, dump that out, and then put the oil in it. So this is just to show you, what we're fitting in it. That's not going to be put in there yet. That'll be put in afterwards when it's had the running in phase. All right. So yeah, that's it. So join you soon. Right. So take a look down there, Timmy. So in addition to what we previously showed you on the ancillary, starting to go back on now. Oil filter housing, breather plate, cap, top, whatever you want to call it, yeah, with the super light alloy fittings. Right guys, next stage on this one, as you can see, we left Alan to it, because that's what we were instructed to do, Timmy, weren't we?
Yep.
And turbo's all on now. So as you can see, this is at some stage, Liam, I don't think Liam had it done. It was the previous owner, I think, had a recon turbo put on it. As you can see, it looks quite, you know, we sort of like worked that one out straight away that that was the case. All right, so we've checked it anyway, all good. All right, he's had a Turbo Smart actuator put on. It's not, we've not fitted that. That was all on there previously, and that's been put on to work with the software, the custom software that he runs on the car. All right, again, nothing to do we've got involved with. All we're doing is the mechanical side of things. All right, we're not getting involved with the software side of it. Maybe further on down the road we can convert him over to Revo, but we'll see what happens in it. At this stage he wants to just run it with the software that he's got, and then we go from there. Yeah, so pretty much, so all we got left to do now, heat shield's got to go on. All right, we've left it like that so you can see how we do it. So on this we change, you say everything's stripped, so every washer's changed, all the cop washers are changed for the oil feed and the water feed to the turbo. All right, this is all going to be changed because he's having you know, he's having the faux ancillary coolant kit and the Pro Alloy boost pipe kit as well with the blue hoses, so all this will be changed anyway. Alright, but yeah, just to give you an idea so you can see all our paint marks, the way we do it. So heat shield on, we'll get it round, get it on the engine crane, get the gearbox. He's already got an RS clutch on this, Liam, so that's all been inspected. That will all be thoroughly, you know, cleaned, assemble it onto the engine, and then gearbox on, and we can start thinking about putting it back, dropping it back into the car, Timmy, innit?
That's it, yep.
So yeah, that's all it is, guys. So yeah, we'll continue this later.
Hi guys, welcome back to MJ Performance, and
Welcome back,
the boss Martin.
TD. Yeah.
Welcome back to me. Yes, we've got lovely ST225.
Yeah.
You would have seen on the previous video that Timmy and Martin did on the engine, and you can see now it's moved on. So Martin's obviously just going to come in now and just tell us a little bit more
So
about what's happened.
From our previous video, you'll know that we talked about various other things that have been put on it, ancillary wise. So now we just update you on the next series read. So now the Pro Alloy outer tank's on, satin black, sight glass. Obviously, we've talked about this before with our logoed ancillary and coolant hose side of it. Liam already had this, so
Yeah.
it blends in well with
Yeah,
the
really nice planning.
makes this thing look good. So before the oil catch cans all fitted. If you're wondering what this is the what Pro Alloy supplied to us. This is just the buffer cushioner which we put on areas which is not touching, but you know, a bit tight on space so that it
Yeah.
doesn't chaff away, right? Just on vulnerable areas such as, you know, pipes, etc. All right. So ECU holders all on. We haven't. This is already what was on the car before. Air filters all on, as you can see, and I was just in the midst now of fitting the oil cooler. So we're just putting some we're just putting some test brackets on it, and then that will all be done and then fitted up. And then we'll go to the next stage. So it'll be just really building it all back up now. So the aim is that we'll have this running sometime this afternoon, and so we can share the next phase with you. So that's and then you can see that little talk about little sneaky preview of what's to come.
Yeah, Phil's lovely RS there. So you were seeing on previous videos.
Next, from Monday, mate, your car's going to be sat on that ramp.
Yep.
There's a team member missing.
There's Timmy, yeah.
And there's another team member missing, which he's got other engagements today, so unfortunately he can't be with us. That will be Psycho Sanders.
Yep.
So some of you might be bothered about that, some of you might not.
Some people might be saying, "Oh, brilliant!" But no, he will be back, guys, very soon, and
No,
we'll be
that's right.
we'll be
So,
doing
Rich is
a.
an important part. All joking aside, we have a bit of banter, but Rich is an important part of the MJP
He
team.
certainly is. Yes,
And,
he certainly is.
Yeah, I know you'd like to be here having a bit of chuckle brothers, yeah.
Do you want to explain where he is on this lovely day with rain,
Yes, well,
wind?
he's a caddy man today. Apparently, he's caddying for his son, who's a golfer. So
Fantastic.
good luck to Jake, who's pursuing. He's pretty handy at the old swing.
Yeah, good luck to him. Yes. Good luck to him. And obviously with the rain and wind, I mean, it's almost memories of WRC for Rich, isn't it?
It is memories of WRC, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not as much walking involved
Slightly
though.
different, view of what he's up to, but So yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, guys. Well, as we said, just an update on this lovely ST225. Very close now to completion. We'll be showing you a bit more on this one once it's fully completed, but fantastic. And make sure you check out our Instagram as well, because we'll have pictures and things on there of the build. And yeah, it's really, really great to have this one in. I know the customers come down a couple of times to see the progress on it, and they're really looking forward to getting it back and enjoying it.
So I think that's about it for a minute, mate, isn't it? And we'll come back and do some more on this soon. We thought we would share with you viewers first fire up. So I don't think we've done this before, have we?
Not to my knowledge, no. No, not on an ST225. So
I was stood over there like, out of shot like this, Timmy.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fine.
Right, so we have all the diagnostics loaded up. That just gives me all the data that I want to see. So this is live data. So when I fire it up, I can check all the parameters to make sure it's doing what I want it to do. We'll run it up. Just initial run up, get it up to temperature. All right. We've already done our priming phase with everything disconnected, so we can get all the oil around the engine. Okay. And then so we'll run it up on a specific oil first and get everything working. Then we'll dump that out, okay, and then we'll put in running in oil in it, all right, and then we'll do some miles in it with the running in oil, and then we'll dump that out, change the oil filter again, and then we'll put in the Castro 530 Ford spec stuff in it, right? So, and then obviously Liam will be bringing it back after he's done like 1,000 miles for a post check on it. You're all ready there, Timmy?
I am, yes. So
all right, let's go for it, yeah. Here we go. As you can see, we like to see, it's all nice and behaving as it should. Alright, so I mean, ignore this, we leave all this off so we can monitor and see what's going on. Alright guys, so waterless coolant in this one as well. We've done the rest of the levels, we've got to gas it up with the aircon. We'll be doing that shortly, and there's no Jubilee clips on these at the moment, so it's just a test, dummy fit on that. Obviously run it up, get everything up to temperature in the oil, the water coolant. So we'll gas up with the aircon. You can see look our pipes there with our joiners in it. Alright, little gas cam, we'll check everything. Obviously it's got the remote oil cooler, so when that comes up to temperature with the oil, we'll just make sure that all the pipes are at temperature where they need to be, all through the live data. And then it'll be it'll be time for road test today. So
yeah, sounds good.
So we'll be on with the next stage of this soon.
Yeah, well, successful fire up there, guys. So we'll leave it there. We'll catch up soon, and do a road test for this one next. So catch you up soon, guys.